Greetings, fellow noobs, and welcome to another NuubCast. What in the world was that? Don't matter. This is Blamus, and we are in the Xel'Naga Caverns with Milky Rips as the red Terran, spawning in the bottom left, and at the top right is the blue Protoss LCB. Now, I gotta tell you, there's two things I want to talk to you about. First one is this person. LCB sent me this this replay, and she, yes, she, let me say it again, and she, you did not mishear the S in front of the word he. Yes, this is a female player. Not only is it a female player, she's gold level, and she wrote and said, I don't have the email in front of me, but I'll paraphrase it for you. She said she's new at Starcraft, got into Starcraft by watching NuubCast, and particularly the Stargirl videos. Her husband, props to husband man, got her into Starcraft by showing her NuubCast games. This is like, seriously, as a caster on this channel, this is like my proudest moment. A man got his wife into Starcraft by watching our channel, our videos, Stargirl, my little one. This is an exciting moment for me. So I wrote her back. I didn't look at the game. I haven't watched this game, but I told her it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if this game sucks. I'm casting it for no other reason than to tell this story. I think it's awesome. So husbands, it works. Get your ladies in, show them a little Stargirl, get them all cutesied up, and then, you know, show them how to play Starcraft. And LCB's in gold. She's a gold player, and she plays the toss. Gotta love the, I guess you can't call it bro toss if a non-bro is playing the toss. What do we, can't call it like she toss? I don't know. It's all good. All I know is that that story makes me very happy, and I'm super excited to be casting this game between LCB, the Protoss gold level wife, tossing it up with Milky Rips here in the Xel'Naga Caverns. Sending out that, well, not sending it out, but we got a 2 gang. A core down. Let me get that production tab up for you. Looks like Milky Rips getting his early stim out, which is always a very good move against the Protoss for the Terran. Very difficult to overcome that early stim. So let's see how this works out. The other thing I wanted to bring up, several of you, and by several I mean more than 2 and less than 500, several of you have written to me and asked, how am I going to know if my game will be cast? And there's no easy way to answer that question. But what I've told the people who have asked and written, I watch all the replays without exception. Everyone, if it gets sent in, I watch it. But I may not watch it the moment you send it in. It may not be, it may be a few days, maybe a week or more before you even get to see your replay. So if you send in a replay and it's not posted in like a day or 2, don't get upset, don't get concerned or discouraged. Doesn't mean it's not going to get cast. Just means I probably haven't gotten to it yet. However, if you're new to NuubCast and you're not aware of the kind of games that we're looking for, there are a few things that we can talk about so that you'll know, or at least have a better sense of your chances of getting cast. What I told one guy who wrote in, I said, the best way to ensure that your game is going to get cast is to send in really good games. Don't send in crap games. Don't send in Turtle Fest. Like, look at this. You got the Terran guy coming out. He's going to try and bring in battle, but LCB's up here sporting the freaking stalkers in his house saying, come on, Terran, come on, we'll go fight. I don't even know if they saw each other, if they knew. or what the case was, but Terran started to move out, and he had second thoughts, and LCB's moving out and saying, all right, let's bring it. But this is exactly the kind of, at least the beginning. Here we are 7 minutes in. We've got some action. We got each team moving out, trying to feel out the map, see what's going on. We're going to have an engagement right here. And Stim is intact. It looks like Milky Rips is probably going to take this one. Not enough zealots perhaps this early on. Maybe 2 more zealots would have swung this battle in her direction. But we do have some reinforcing stalkers. Always nice. Another Stim really going to take the life out of most of these units. In a situation like that, you Protoss players or anyone who's playing against a Terran who's got Stim early, you really want to pay attention to the life bar of your opponent so you can snipe those low health units. You want to make sure that you're watching, that you're paying attention, so you can focus fire those units that have little health, because particularly if she took out these 2 Marauders earlier, after that second Stim, she probably wins that battle. And that's just a guess, but Milky Rips not wasting any time, getting these reinforcements up here. Got a SEV. Maybe we're going to see a bunker to try and force LCB in. I wonder what LCB stands for. Maybe it's just her initials. Anyway, she's got enough units right here to go out there and crush that. If she can get out there before that bunker goes up, it's going to be very, very easy. But she's got to see it first, and I don't think she does. Second bunker being placed. Looks like this first bunker is going to finish. We have a scan going down. More and more units filtering up here by the Terran player. We got 3 gates, 5 gates going on. But you're looking at an ideal type of submission. There's early action, early battle, lots of back and forth. We have no idea. It's not one-sided, at least not yet. And it's at this point, definitely we have no idea who's going to win. And it's a pretty exciting game so far. So, you know, and there's a little bit of a story behind it, which always helps. Not that you're going to need a story every time you send in a replay, but it does help a little bit. So yeah, but that was only part of what I wanted to say. Is these guys have this little stalemate here. We'll see if I can talk a little bit more while they decide if LCB is going to move out or not. Yeah, so the best way to ensure that your game's going to get cast is to send me good games. The only way to ensure that you see your game get cast is to watch. I mean, to watch all the videos, because I'm not going to write to you and tell you, hey, I'm casting your game today. That's never going to happen. Don't wait for that to happen. Don't. Okay, let me shut up and talk about LCB just completely dominating this matchup. No Stim. Did I miss the Stim by Milky Rips? I don't know if he stimmed at all. If he did, then I don't know why LCB has such a had such a commanding lead after that battle. But she does, and I have just a clear advantage now at this point. We do have siege mode getting down, and it looks like LCB is going to press this advantage and try and come down here and make some noise in Milky Rip's base. Or maybe not. Maybe just sit outside. Nope. Here she goes. Definitely would be a great idea to push. She has enough stalkers, but that one siege tank is going to make it tough. Stim is out. Second siege tank coming out, sieging up. Going to knock down this the supply depot, and good move, LCB. Good move pulling out, getting out of there, losing a couple more stalkers on the way, but cutting her losses and getting out of dodge. Very good decision. I like that. Preserving a few units, so she'll be stronger in the next battle. All right, good job. So yeah, you just got to watch the videos. That's the only way to be sure whether or not I cast your video. I'm not going to write to you and tell you that I'm going to cast your video, your game. And I'm also, you know, if you email me replays, most of the time I'll write back and say, particularly if you're a first time submitter, I'll write back and just say thanks for the replay, and I'll get to it as soon as I can, and that's pretty much the way things roll. I usually let a bunch queue up in my folder, and I'll spend like an hour or two watching like 10 or 20 replays. Well, 10 probably in an hour. But you know, like I said, that may not happen right away. And actually I just found one replay that I put in the wrong folder that I haven't watched yet, that I got a while ago, so hopefully that dude's not like super pissed. But yeah, for those of you who have submitted games and you haven't seen them, you know, it doesn't, if you haven't seen it yet, it doesn't mean that it's not going to get cast. But if you remember your own game and, you know, you're not sure if it was good enough, then, you know, maybe it won't get cast. And that's really, I think, if I can give you guys any advice as to what kind of games to submit, if you're not sure when you submit a game, if you're not sure that it's going to get cast, there's a fair chance that it won't. And because you guys, and I've said this 100 times, you guys know what good games look like. You guys know what games are exciting. You guys know what is, you know, what fun games look like, because you've watched them. You watch one of the channels, you watch Husky, you watch HD or some of these other guys. You know what a good game looks like. So when you play one, you'll know it too. And so if you're not sure whether a game's going to get cast, then I would say that that's probably a fair bet that it's not going to get cast. Doesn't mean you shouldn't submit it, because it still may. I may find something in there that I want to talk about or teach about, or any suchness. But if you are confident, like I had somebody send me in a game today, he said, this is the best PvP I've ever played. It's awesome, great game. And when I get comments like that about games that people submit, a lot of times I don't even watch them first. I just cast them because I know the person is excited about the game, and so I'm going to be excited about the game, especially if it's somebody who I know sends in good replays and I trust them. And that's what can happen if you send in. Most of the time, I'm going to watch your replay, especially if you've only sent one or two in. I'm going to watch your replay. But here comes the big battle. Zell's coming in, going to tank all kinds of damage while these stalkers clean up behind them. Siege tanks doing their work, but these zealots are getting in. Siege tanks are going down.